Hello everybody, my name is Elvis Ahmetović. I'm coming from University of Tuzla, Faculty of Technology, Department of Chemical Engineering. In this presentation I will tell you something about writing project proposals, as well as something about my experience related to this proposed topic. First of all, I would like to thank Mirza for inviting me to be here, to be part of Connect 2020 event, and to share my experience together with you. I can say that I have had a really good experience in the last several days. I met new people, learned a lot of new things, and discuss about different ideas, maybe for further projects, as well as we have a fun actually, especially yesterday. Then I can say that this in my opinion, this topic is very important for everybody who works at universities, as well as for people who are working in different kind of business sector, as well as non-governmental organizations. Everybody would like to write projects today in order to get a fund and that's the most important part. If you have funds, you can buy research equipment, you can improve the quality of education, research, and you can do more other things. Because of that, writing project proposals is very important for us, and I think you will be maybe or further generation who will be involved in these activities, apply to different projects, and to get a lot of funds and to improve situation at Western Balkan universities. First of all, I'm going to give you a couple of brief information what is the content of this presentation. As you can see here, first I will present you motivations about writing project proposals in countries with limited resources, with limited budget, with limited funds, and we all deal with this problem, especially Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, Montenegro, and Macedonia, and I can say Croatia and Serbia. And all of us are looking different ways to find different opportunities for funding projects. And I will tell something about that. Then I will switch to another slide and tell you something why writing project proposals is very important. You have to understand why you should write these proposals in order to be able to recognize the main project proposal parts in order to address specific project goals and in order to get funds. If you will write project proposals, but if you will not get funds, then what you have achieved? Nothing. I can say, first of all, okay, you have experience, you have maybe some skills, but you cannot realize your project ideas. Then the most important thing is you should consider to write project proposals in an excellent way in order to get funds. And if you set a goal at the beginning of your project idea, I'm going to get funds, then I would like to get funds, I would like to do my project proposal to be the best, you will get it here. In other case, if you don't put a lot of effort, hard work, and if you don't have a lot of revisions when you writing project proposals, then your chances to get a project are very low. Then I will tell you the most important triple constraints about project proposal, then important phases in project proposal, then I have found several project proposal calls maybe and put different websites where you can go to visit these websites and to find different project proposal calls. And in my experience, I can say there are so many project proposal calls. There are so many calls for applications. And, and what I would like to stress else, I think that people from the former Yugoslavia should maybe increase the number of project proposals submitted to European Union and to another call for proposal. It is only an opportunity for us to improve situation in our countries, I can say. Then I will tell you something about key questions. Questions and answers are very important in our lives, as well as in project proposals. Then the philosophy for writing proposals. The main point is to stress that writing project proposals is generic, I can say. If you have skills to write project proposal, then you can apply to different calls. And it is independent of the subject, of the program, of the call. In more general, writing project proposals is a generic thing in which you will follow, in all cases, the same path in order to finish your proposal, submit your proposal, implement your proposal, as well as write reports for your proposal and to be successful in your proposal. Then I will here conclude and give you some tips for writing proposals. Actually, I wrote these tips on the basis of my experience and from different projects I have applied. Actually, this year we have, I think, 3 or 4 projects, and we have already, I can say, completed about 20 different projects. And this one, this year we have actually Erasmus Plus project, and it is really good idea because we have opportunity to make something better at our universities. And then we will improve, I think, first of all, research infrastructure. We will buy computers, web cameras, smart boards, as well as other things. And then we will have trainings of people to show these people that writing project proposals and making a collaboration network and participating in international mobilities is very important for us. And I hope that in next 4 years, situation will change at our university. Then I will put here several take-home messages. If you would like to achieve something, what you actually should follow. And then I will briefly present my Connect 2020 group for writing project proposals. And I invited all of you to participate in discussion during my presentation, as well as especially I'm inviting my colleagues from Connect 2020 group for writing project proposals to ask questions, to give me answers on some questions I will have on my slides. So I would like to make this presentation to be, how can I say, two-way presentation. In most cases, everybody would like to just present something and go. Just I would like to establish a connection with you and then to interact with you. And so when I will have some questions, please provide me answers for these questions so everybody can get some right answer or wrong, it doesn't matter. At the end, we will get a lot of different ideas. Maybe also I put some ideas, but also you can generate more ideas, and then we can share these ideas, and maybe somebody can take some of these ideas and maybe apply for calls for projects. And at the end, I will acknowledge German Academic Service for Exchange for giving us an opportunity to have this Connect 2020 event and actually to be here and to spend time together. First of all, here I have one slide related to motivation for writing project proposals actually in all countries, in Bosnia and Herzegovina as well as in other countries with limited research and teaching funds. Is it real situation in our countries related to funds for teaching and research? Yes or no?
Depends.
In our countries, for example, in general, if you compare maybe situation in another countries, in Switzerland, in Germany, or in England, or in USA, Japan, I can say that we have less and less money for I can say, for our research. And the main question is now what we should do. And maybe here I have some questions which are really important. First one is related to, are we going to have and to buy new equipment, research, teaching, maybe infrastructure? Are we going to improve maybe research and teaching knowledge, skills? Are we going maybe to have more people involved in research? Are we going maybe to increase the number of students because the number is decreasing? And then are we going to have excellence in the research and teaching? And then with less money, we have less opportunities to do that. And actually, if we have this situation, and if we live in countries with limited resources, and my question is, what we should do?
Search for foreign funds.
Sorry?
Search for foreign funds, like...
Excellent. We should search for calls, for funding, and in order to get maybe funds and to improve situation in all these areas, I can say. And then, first of all, it's very difficult, I can say, for us, because in other countries people have more funds for research, for teaching, for education, for everything, and then they can achieve better results. But also we struggle with this problem, and we improving this problem step by step, I can say. So in this case, in the same time, we have to do a lot of things, you know. As you can see, you have to write project proposals, you have to maybe buy equipment to be involved in all these activities, you have to organize something, you have to write paper, you have to write books, you have to revise your books, you have to prepare everything by yourself actually, and you are involved in different kind of activities. In some other countries, people are just involved in some of these activities, because more people are involved in all these activities, and it is easier to complete something, I can say. And then what you should ask yourself, you know, in this situation. And here I put one really good sentence from the Kennedy. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. And if we will follow this path, we will achieve something. And we will improve situation in our countries, and if the vast majority of people will think in this way, we will make changes. For example, let's go to assume that at one university we have maybe 500 or maybe 1,000 people. If all people will follow this direction, and if 10 people will apply for projects, then about maybe about 100 students, 100 people will apply for, will get maybe projects, because we will establish a lot of connections. And from my experience, I can say that maybe a couple years ago, I did research actually on this topic. I have seen that at particular universities, maybe people get maybe 8 years ago about 40 or 50 projects. But if you compare the period after this year, in maybe 6 years, you can notice that the number of projects is increasing. Actually, it's less than in 1 year. What does it mean? It means that more people would like to be involved in teaching, not in research, and because of that, just less people would like to apply for projects, to do research. And the main question is what we are going to do to change this situation. And then if we are thinking related to this statement, then we can do something. Here I will put some information why writing project proposal is very important. If we have this situation, what we would like to change here? Is it good? That we would like to have. And don't think that you can get really big funds in the first project. You cannot do that. You are a lucky guy if you will achieve that. First of all, you should write smaller projects or to be involved in projects. The next step is maybe try to do to participate in bigger projects, and you know, from time to time, you know, situation will be improved. And at the end, you will reach and you will participate in projects, maybe with funds for projects about maybe I don't know, 1 to 5 million euros, you know, and in that case you can help a lot your university to change something. For example, if maybe 100 people will get projects, about around maybe 500,000 or something like that at universities, then situation will change a lot. So that's very important to think in this way and to apply in different projects when you can get funds actually. With funds you can improve situation at your universities. And then get funds for our project ideas is very actually important. This is one of the reasons why we would like to apply for projects. Another one is buy research and teaching equipment or update existing research and teaching equipment. In that case, our students will have better conditions for teaching, for research, and it means the quality of teaching and research will be improved. The third one could be maybe achieve excellence in research and teaching. If you are excellent in something, when you apply it to different projects, you will always get funds. In most cases, people would like to get projects, but they are not excellent in their particular research field, so they cannot get funds. Why? Because these guys from different organizations have external people who will make a revision of your projects, and then what will happen? They will say, okay, here I cannot see excellence, and then this project will not be funded. And at the end, I can say that acceptance rate for project is around 10 to 20%. Then also, why writing project proposal is important, we should address global and local issues actually, which are important for our society. We should think which kind of changes we would like to make in our society. And according to this, we can get ideas, then we can find project goals and to apply to different projects, get funds, and change situation in our countries, I can say. And then also, especially, we should be focused on knowledge gaps. Yesterday, I like this presentation from Professor Ivica Puljak. He mentioned just 10% we know about something. Then it means 90% we don't know anything about that. So it means we have knowledge gaps, and the main point is how can we identify these gaps and to find the best solution for these gaps. It means we should create new knowledge and experience and skills to address all these issues we face today and to change situation in our society. It means to have a better future for us as well as for our children. And here I have really one I think interesting slide related to internationalization, collaboration networks, writing, participating in such an education project. These things are very important. I'm so focused on all of these things in my previous 12 years working at University of Tuzla, and I can say without these parts you cannot get projects, I can say. Big projects, I can say. First of all, you have to have collaboration networks. It means you have to go somewhere to meet these guys, to work together with these guys, and after that, when you come back to your country, you have different kind of connections which give you opportunities to apply for different kind of projects. And in that case, you can chase something at your university, faculty, as well as your country. And this is typical situations for many things. And here, what we can see, this guy tell you, I want to do it. It means maybe I want to do projects, I want to do improve teaching, maybe I want to do anything, just I would like to sit and to complain about everything. This one tell, I cannot do that. This one is better. Why? We can help him to learn something and to improve something. This one actually tell, I want to do that. That's decision. Decision is very important in our lives. If you decide something, you will achieve that. If you don't decide something, you will not achieve that. What does it mean? If you decide something, you will set goals, make a plan, you will propose activities, you will do it, you will measure your progress, you will revise your goals, and you will do it iteratively until you will receive your goals. So this guy is, for me really good. This one also is really good. Why? He asks questions. How can I do that? Is anybody who can help me to do that? This one, try maybe to apply for first projects or to be involved in session like today. How can we write project proposals? It means to learn something new. Then this guy made decision. I would like to apply for projects. First, I'm gonna to learn something about that, and then I'm gonna to make my first proposal. And this one, he is able to write project proposals, and he tell us, I can do that. That's very important. I can, what is very important in everything what we are doing actually. And this guy tell, I will do that, and the third one, achieve goal. This is the best case. And if you decide at the beginning that you would like to be here, you will be here, I'm sure. And then I made some animations related to this figure because I'm doing optimization in chemical engineering, and we have in optimization problem we usually have objective function and constraints. And objective function it means we would like to minimize or maximize something, profit maybe, minimize costs, and subject to different constraints. Constraints can be equality and inequality constraints, and the main point is to satisfy all these constraints in order to achieve objective function. It means if my objective function is get project, what does it mean? I should first put constraints on this figure. In which way we can put constraints on this figure? I put this one. This is actually, or I can say, feasible space for finding solution. And then I cut one part of this space. I cut another one, and here what I get good lower bound. It means I have to find solution above this point. And this point is really good. Why? Because this is good initialization. This is really good initialization to make decision that you are going to do something. If you decide that, then you will achieve something. And then all these cases, I can say they are local optimal solutions. Okay, we are happy with these solutions. We should get local optimal solutions, and after that we will improve something. But I'm going to get global optimum, and global optimum is actually here. And if we achieve global optimum, then it means we achieve all goals. And this is the main point we should put in front of us to maybe to achieve anything what you would like to achieve in your life. And here I put really one interesting thing. Just don't say that you cannot do something. You can do everything, just you should devote time, set goal, make a plan, and after that do activities related to your plan and goals, and revise your plan, and after that you will achieve your goal. Then please try to don't say I cannot do something. In other case, you know, if you will cut just this thing, you will have I can do that, and you will achieve what you want in your life. Okay. And here I put one slide related to recognition of your work over the globe. If you are recognized as an expert in particular field over the globe, what does it mean? It means you can get more connections with people. More people can find you. More people will read your papers. More people will see what you are actually doing. More people will maybe contact you. Maybe they will contact you for different things. Maybe to visit them and to discuss about possible projects, to make project proposals, or to participate in projects and to help them to solve maybe particular things in their projects. In that case, we can establish networks. So it's very important to be recognized over the globe, I can say, and to be involved in different, I can say, international things, international networks, collaborations, and mobilities, and everything, you know, when you, in what you can learn something new. Actually, these points are citations of my research results, actually, in last 20 years. And my goal is to improve my I can say my recognition over the work over the globe. Why? In that case, I have more opportunities to have maybe more projects, to more collaborate with people, exchange ideas, and to improve situation at my university and country. And here, what we have learned from my previous slides. Goals, plans, and hard work are very important for achieving everything in your life, especially in writing project proposals. And it means, and philosophy is simple. You should set a goal, make a plan, go to work, stick to it, reach goal, and you have done really good and excellent job, I can say. Then goal and plan are really, I can say, important. In next slides, I will tell you something about definition of project, definition of proposal, and definitions of project proposal. Okay, first of all, the main question, what is project actually? And I have found actually these definitions on these websites. There are so many definitions, and after you will see all these definitions, you will see that they use different wording for the same thing, I can say. And here, project, what is project? Project is a piece of work or an activity that is completed over a period of time and intending to achieve a particular aim, goal, or purpose. And what are important words here? I put these important words in red color. It means work. What does it mean? You have to propose what you are going to do, activity, which kind of activities you will put in your projects in order to complete work and in order to achieve these objectives actually. And here we have time. It means all these activities and this work have to be done in particular time period. It means work, goals, activities, and time are very important for project proposals. What is actually proposal? It is actually a formal suggestion, plan or idea, often a written one, and another definition is act of making a formal plan or suggestion. Actually, we make a plan or suggestion to do something, and according to this, we have to write a project proposal. And then we will submit this project proposal to different funding organizations in order to get funds. Now, I think it's clear. And here I put several definitions of what is actually project proposal. First one is, it is an important document describing key details about projects. Remember these words in red color. These are so important when you are going to write project proposals. Another one tells us it is a document that is used to convince a sponsor that a project needs to be done to solve a particular business problem or opportunity. Then here we have a document, sponsor needs to be done to solve problem. Then it means all projects have to solve some problems. Here it is a document that facilitates a professional relationship between an organization and outside contributors. Then here it is a critical document that you present to a client, sponsor, or stakeholder to get your project approved or receive funding for it. It means now we have also stakeholders, different stakeholders, which can be involved in all these activities. The next one is, it is a document that outlines everything stakeholders need to know to initiate the project. Sometimes they will contact you maybe to start projects. For example, some people from industry in Tuzla, from salt production plant, they contacted us maybe to discuss in order to define projects to solve their problems they had in a company. But here, for example, it is a document that tells the stakeholders why your project ideas should be executed. And then I think it is clear what is a project proposal, and the important words are it is a document in all cases. Then, in all cases, we have needs to solve problems, to address different issues, social issues, global issues, climate issues, water energy issues, physics issues, and something like that. Then, according to these needs, we can get project ideas, and then we will write the key details about projects related to all ideas and related to needs to solve a problem. And then we have to find sponsor or maybe different stakeholders which will give us opportunity to get this project to be funded. And then the main point is to receive funding and solve a particular problem. And this problem can be locally, can be globally, it doesn't matter. In any subjects, in any field, I can say. Now we learn something new about writing project proposals. And from these definitions, you can pick up the most important things for writing projects. Okay, the most important things are here: time, goal, and cost. I can say, as I already mentioned, and here I have project management triple constraints. It means we should find the right balance between all these three things together. Scope, it means goal plus work. Here we have cost, it means budget, and time, it means period of time in which we are going to realize activities. And all these three things together should be, you have to find, to define trade-off between all these things. It means if you provide a particular work to be done, it means, but if you ask for a lot of funding, then there is a ratio between activities you will done in your project and money you ask for. And these guys from who are experts in evaluating projects, they will say, okay, ratio between these two things or these three things is not good, and your project will not be funded. So be careful to make a balance between all these three things. So convince the sponsor to give you funding. How many minutes I have?
10 minutes.
10. Thank you.
But we can use 5 more.
Okay, thank you. The next question is what are important phases in a project? And I put here one line. It means, first of all, you should have idea, and this is the end of project. And the first phase is project idea. In this phase, in first phase, we have project idea, funding, appropriate project goals, and consortium building. It means the first step is project idea. And how can we find project idea? I will tell on next slides, don't spend too much time about that. Then we have to find the appropriate goals. Also, I will have several slides related to this issue. And then also I will highlight why consortium building is so important and what you should to do in order to make a really good consortium for your projects in order to get funds. The next phase is proposal writing. It means also I will give you some tips in which way we can write a really good proposal. The next one is proposal submission. The next one is evaluation by external experts. These guys are really good and excellent in their research field, and you have to be careful to write something in a special way so that you will provide something new in your project or address to global issues, or maybe to highlight excellence in your project. In other case, your project will not be funded. Let's imagine that maybe 500 projects are submitted, only 50 will be selected for funding. So if you would like to be in these 50 projects, then you have to make excellence in your projects. It means to make excellent project consortium, which have excellent expertise in particular fields. So when you combine all these expertise, you will have jointness. And if you have jointness, it means you have something unique what other people don't have. So your projects have to have some unique things what other people cannot do, or maybe in that case you can achieve and your goal. And here we have phase 5, grant agreement, preparation, signature. It means if these guys will tell maybe Europe Union, your project is good. Europe Union will then contact you in order to make this kind of grant agreements, and you will sign these agreements, and after that you will start to do your project. And then you will do this project in particular period of time. It means implementation. You will have midterm reporting. Maybe if we have project maybe 4 years, you will have reporting every year, or maybe every 6 months, it depends on project. And at the end, you have the last phase. It's actually project end and final reporting. And when you write final reporting, you have to show that you achieve something what you proposed at the beginning. So if you will apply maybe next time to the same organization for funding, they will say, okay, these guys have done everything what they proposed, and we will maybe get funds again to these guys. And these two phases are so important for you, because when you write and submit project proposal, you should wait and to see what will happen until the end of the start of project. And here I put some ideas, you know, how can you find project idea? We should do need analysis and to ask ourselves what is beneficial for our society. We should find knowledge gaps, and after that we will get ideas. And here I put some slides, you know, which kind of project ideas can be useful for different kind of projects. We should also see maybe market needs, business needs, maybe technological advancement, as well as customer request, as well as social need and ecological consideration. In all these fields, you can find good ideas for your project proposal in order to make benefits for our society and in order to address knowledge gaps. Here I put another slide where we have actually global challenges we face, and now we have a decade of action. It means in next 10 years, and these are actually sustainable development goals by 2030. It means these goals are really important for the globe. And if you address these issues, you are doing a really good thing. And if you are writing proposals related to maybe these issues, you have more chances to get funds and to your project, so that your project will be approved. And here I would like to tell you something about different ways in which you can find the project proposal calls. First of all, look in your country what you have. And in your country maybe you have project calls or call for proposals at universities, ministries, or embassies actually. And also after that, look outside of your country. It means you should visit different web pages related to Europe Union and Europe Commission, because they are giving us so many opportunities for applying different kind of projects, I can say. And then also you can find different opportunities in particular countries in Europe Union and outside of Europe Union in order to get additional, I can say, additional projects for realizing your ideas. And here I put one web page where you can find some funding opportunities for projects by European Commission, and you can search and here find calls for funding by topic. You will select particular topic actually and to find different calls. Here I put Erasmus Plus also program. It's very good opportunity for us to get projects. Actually, we got a project, Erasmus Plus capacity building in the field of higher education last year, and it will be funded in the next 4 years. And then we got about €1 million for this project. And in these projects we have involved about 10 participants from different countries. And the main point is to do internationalization at home and to improve situations at different universities, in order to convince people that internationalization is really important for us, so we should apply for different kind of projects to make collaboration efforts and to achieve something. Also, you have this cost, Professor already mentioned, cost action. And this program gives you opportunity to organize seminars, training schools, short-term scientific mission, and other network activities. Actually, I'm involved also in this post-action called Green Chemical Engineering Network towards upscaling sustainable processes. And this is important. I have one important message for you. At all these calls, you have short-term scientific missions. It's very important for you, for master, PhD students. It means you can apply to these calls for project proposals in order to go maybe somewhere or to do research. For example, you don't have anything at your university related to your particular research field, I mean research equipment, then you can find maybe research equipment in different countries, and then you can apply for call, and you can go there, perform experiments, and after that you can return to your home. And after that, if you are going to write maybe a paper or maybe and present this paper at conference, it means they will give additional opportunities for funding. And here I have another website for funding. Actually, and here you have a web page. You can go and look for different opportunities related to Maya key reactions. And here you have different kind of projects. I don't have enough time to explain everything. You have web links. You will go and to read everything. And here actually you have 2 open calls for Maya key reactions actually. And deadline here is in September. Also, you have CEPUS opportunities for project calls. I put also here a web page, and in this also project you can have exchange of people, or maybe you can propose joint maybe master or PhD degree between different universities in this project, and try to do something together with another people from these countries actually here. And here you can see also for students, it's very important, they can apply for different kind of I can say mobilities to visit different universities in the CEPUS network in which your university participates, or outside of this network. So you can apply for network mobility applications as well as free mover mobility application. And here this is one figure of our visit to University of Zagreb, Faculty of Chemical Engineering and Technology. Actually, I organized this event because we have, actually I'm coordinator of this CEPUS network in last 8 years, and we have different exchanges. And because of so many my colleagues didn't apply for these projects, for these mobilities, I asked students, would you like to go somewhere? They told me yes, and then we organized. And then I pick up 10 students, and then we prepare 7 seminar works. I'm mentoring them, and then we go to visit this university. They present their ideas, and they were involved in different kind of teaching exercises, lab exercises, and something like that. And also here you have different other opportunities for funding. Actually, also my 2 projects are approved by the German Academic Exchange Service last year and 8 years ago. And also it is also related to Connect. And here I would like to acknowledge also German Academic Exchange Service for giving us opportunity to organize this event, as well as for giving me actually funds for my proposals in order to perform teaching and research activities at another universities. And also in the USA, Fulbright is very important to mention program in which you can apply to go maybe in the USA to study, or maybe to do postdoctoral research, and you will have experience if you apply for any program. If you go anywhere after that, after you will come back, actually you will have new ideas which can be important for your future. Consortium building, how many minutes?
Actually,
5.
Yeah, okay, 5.
5, thank you. I will reach 5. Then consortium building, these are important things. Okay, I will give you this presentation, and you can maybe read this presentation and ask me anything what you want during the time we are here, or also when we go home. You have my contact data, email, and you can ask. And here you have some really important things when you should make a consortium building. And here I put several questions which are really important for us when we are going to do something, especially when we are going to write projects. And here I put several things related to projects, so we should here highlight why do we want to do something and achieve something and something like that. I will not read all these questions, you can read it very fast, and after that I would like to mention, you have to provide answers to all these questions in order to make a project proposal. I have additional questions here, which are really important when you write projects. Here also I put philosophy of writing projects, just to show you that is generic. It means applicable to all projects, independent of subject, funding sources, as well as of the program. Then here I put some common parts of project proposal: title, acronym, summary, list of partners and their roles, agreement between partner, description of project relevance, description of project design implementation, description of project team again, deeply, and then description of impact, dissemination, and methodology. All these parts are so important in the case that you write any project proposal, I can say. And here what I have learned, I put some tips, for project proposal writing. It means you have to set realistic goals, time framework, and budget. Then you should make a balance between goals, work to be done, time, and budget. I have already explained that. You have to convince funding sources to give you money. Then write a competitive project proposal compared to other good project proposals. Write the best project proposals you can to avoid any type of errors. And then clearly show need analysis, project activities, team budget, impact and dissemination of results, risk mitigation plan, as well as sustainability of the project. It means so that you are able to continue with your project in the future without funds after completing the project. Or maybe so you are able to find additional funds. And here what is important to say that try to do the best in your project proposal and write an excellent project proposal, because accepted rates are so low. If you would like to be here, you have to show excellence. And here I put also important messages. There are no secrets to success. It is a result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. And here I like also this one. My heart is in the work. Actually, this is written at Carnegie University, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And here also maybe Tiana, for you also maybe could be interesting also. We have this kind of events which will be organized in September. It means European Research and Innovation Days, when people it will be virtual. They will discuss about different ideas, also ideas related to science communications and how can we shape our future, and which kind of how can we say things are important for us. Another one also, you have here Science in the Wonderful, and you have here web page. You can go and read all information about that. Actually, it will be virtual, and maybe somebody of you will participate in this activity. Here I put some references. This is a really good book. Also, you can find also this book on the internet. And here I put several links which could be important for you when you decide to start to think about project proposal writing. And at the end, I would like to acknowledge again the German Academic Exchange Service, Mirza also, for inviting me to be here, to be part of this Connect event, as well as also Rifat, who organized everything related to equipment and who help us, and to show our actually presentations. And actually, this is my Connect 2020 group for writing project proposals. I hope they will be really good tomorrow. And I put here our joint figure, I think 2 days ago. And what I can say about Connect 2020 opportunities actually In this connect, I met new people, new friends actually. Then I exchange experience and ideas with other people. Then I learned a lot of things from other people, actually from lecturers. Especially yesterday, I didn't know that, you know, atoms are everywhere, you know. and then also I enjoy also spending time together with you here and really have fun. And so I hope everybody will try to do different things in order to be connected in the future with other people in order to improve situation in our society. Thank you very much for attention, and if you have questions,